Welcome to Curious Truth. I am Kim, your host. Today we are talking about Missiuri State Penitentiary. The Missiuri State Penitentiary is located in Jefferson City. It was opened in 1836 and it closed its doors in 2004. The max capacity it held was 5,000 inmates. Time magazine called it the bloodiest 47 acres in America. Inmates were abused intensely and neglected. Sometimes they would whip the inmates for doing nothing at all. An inmate riot broke out in 1954. Two inmates overtook two guards and took their keys. They ran along the cells, letting other inmates out of their cells. Guards were forced to start shooting, and several inmates were injured. After the riot took place, they installed more cages inside the facility. In the dungeons, it was said that guards would whip men within inches of their lives. If an inmate was put in the dungeon, they would have no bedding, no bunk, no blanket, no mat, and no toilet. At Missiuri State Penitentiary, they did perform executions. They used cyanide. Emma Goldman was considered to be the most dangerous in the country for anarchy. She was an activist of women's equality, workers' rights, and free universal education. She was imprisoned for lecturing and with disturbing material in support of birth control. Pretty Boy Floyd was locked up here in 1925 for payroll robbery and killed 5 people years before outside of the Union Railroad station. J.B. Firebug was in the dungeon from 1883 to 1990 for setting fire that destroyed prison property and caused deaths of several inmates. Kate O'Hara was sent to Missiuri State Penitentiary for violating the Espionage Act of 1917 and wrote a book about her imprisonment. She was a prominent woman in society. James E. Ray murdered Martin Luther King over 1 year after he escaped from Missiuri Penitentiary. They said that hundreds of bodies are still buried under the parking lot by the gas chamber. With the building being so old and all the murders, the beatings, and the inhumane ways people were treated, when you go there for a tour, you just might hear unusual sounds, see apparitions, and definitely get a eerie feeling. Would you go take a tour to the Missiuri State Penitentiary? Do you believe that when people are treated wrongly, that they can't rest in peace, they can't move on? Leave a comment below and let me know what you think. Thank you for watching Curious Truth. I'll see you on the next one.